IKEA kitchens come well packed in cardboard boxes. The parts for this central base cabinet come packed in 3 different carton boxes that need to be put together. IKEA instructions usually start with the cabinet's side panels, from where you start building the cabinet from. Just follow the instructions, which, to be honest, are not so difficult to follow. To be secured in place, the countertop needs to be screwed to cabinet top rails. This countertop is made of the MDF material and plastic coated to prevent moisture coming in. As you may have noticed, it comes as a solid panel that we will later have to cut in order to mount the sink and an electric cooktop. The last step is to mount the cabinet doors, and we have finished installing our first kitchen base cabinet. The second kitchen cabinet comes in only 2 cardboard boxes. It is a 3-drawer cabinet that again is assembled in the same manner, starting from the cabinet's side panels. Again, following the IKEA instructions shouldn't be much of a problem. For the back panels, you would need a hammer, while the nails come with the cabinet. Assembling drawers might be a bit more challenging. Drawers are of different sizes, and I also found that the instructions I have received did not contain all the steps, so it took a bit longer to figure out what goes where. Once you overcome the drawers, your 3-drawer cabinet is assembled. The final, 3rd cabinet is double-door single-drawer cabinet, which also comes in 3 separate boxes. As for the previous base cabinets, we followed the instructions, and after some time we have successfully completed the assembly. When I bought my IKEA kitchen, I have decided to install a granite composite sink, which I have found and purchased online. The sink came with a matching faucet and also the drain kit. One important note: I'm not a plumber, and I'm doing this for the first time in my life. But as it always turns out, it is not nuclear science, and you can easily do it on your own without the need to pay much for someone to come over and install it for you. If you're installing a new kitchen like me, you would need to cut the opening in the countertop where we are going to mount the sink. Each sink is of different shape, and some even come with a template for cutting the countertop. And this helps a lot. For this, you will need a jigsaw, since cutting it manually will be a lot of effort. Also, you should drill at least 1 hole through which the jigsaw blade is inserted to start cutting the countertop. With silicone adhesive, you should secure your sink to the countertop. Next step is to secure the faucet in place. To do so, you first need to connect the water supply. One line is obviously for the hot, while the other is for the cold water. Then you need the faucet shank. To keep the faucet in place and not leaking, I would need a metal and a rubber washer. One more set of these washers will hold the faucet in place from below the countertop, and all of that will be held together with a plastic mounting nut. So, just to illustrate what I was talking about, the faucet should be set up like this. And we have successfully installed our faucet. which already looks nice. The drain was a lot of fun to install, since for me it came without instructions. We start by assembling the strainer all the way to the drain pipe. So we need to put together a tailpiece, U-bend, the trap arm and all the nuts and rubber washers in place. Warning: I'm just doing it all now without using the Teflon tape and sealing the connections. It is just to see how it should look once assembled. Last thing to do is to connect the sink's overflow. Once you're satisfied with how the drain looks, disassemble it and wrap all the threads with Teflon tape to make sure there is no leak in the future. Now we need to seal the strainer and make sure that there will be no leaks afterwards. We are using plumber's putty for this. Apply it generously on all sides of the opening. Put the strainer back in and tighten the screw. You will notice the putty coming out on all sides. Remove the excess putty and that's it. As you can notice, my drain kit is too short and cannot reach the drain tee. So a quick solution for me is to use this flexible drain extension. One other piece of advice: if using this extension, make sure to secure it all to the cabinet or to the wall with the pipe clamp. If you don't do this, the whole thing could start leaking because it is not firmly connected to the wall. The water supply lines were also too short, so I had to buy the extension lines in order to connect the water. It is quite straightforward. You need to attach the extension line again by using the Teflon tape for preventing any leakage.
So that's it. I will not be publishing the cooktop installation because I have figured out the video footage is corrupt. But once you have installed the sink and all the cabinets, it's quite straightforward. You need to cut the opening for it in the countertop and connect the electricity. I'm really super satisfied with the result. I worked alone, it was 2 days of work, and I was able to do something I sincerely was doubting I'm able to. I have also saved money. The best offer I have received for someone else to do it for me was 1,200 euros, something over $1,300. So thank you for watching. Until the next time. Bye bye.